Today we're going to install a toilet. Our situation is a little different. The toilet flange was already installed by our plumbers. If you know why this happened, you can feel free to comment, but this is not how we would normally do it. They've got these slits here on the side, which is where your bolts would go to mount the toilet. But normally, this is how we would do it. These would be on the side where you would put this in, turn it, slide it in, and then you could mount your toilet that way. But our plumbers decided in their infinite wisdom to put on this way with these little slits here, basically forcing us to install these bolts from the side. That's how we're going to make this happen. After they installed this, we never looked. We just assumed they did it the way we would normally do it, and it's not that way. The flange itself is a little less than a -- inch below the floor. We're using Fluidmaster, better than wax. We hate using wax seals. So what you get a stackable wax-free toilet seal. That's this part. This is the spacer. Because this is a brand new flange, brand new plumbing, you got to take out this. The screwdriver to pop this off. If it's brand new, so we're done with that. That just keeps debris from going down your pipes while you're in the midst of constructing. And because this white flange is below the level of floor just by a shade, we'll add the spacer first. And then this, once this is in, it has a foam cushion. You see I can squish that. Same thing with this. It's squishable, which is nice because it'll fit just exactly what you have. So now let's go ahead and get the toilet and we'll put it on and tighten it down. Let's go ahead and take the tank out first. This is a Kohler Highline Standard toilet. And these are a little heavy. Getty, that's right there at the bottom on either side. That's gonna be where the bolts go through. Being careful not to drop it. And line me up on that side.
A little bit back. There you go.
Okay. So we can barely see the bolt heads through there. And it's high. All right, so I'm learning to put all my weight on the toilet before trying to put the bolts on, and it squished the foam down, so we just wanted to make sure there wasn't too much foam there. It says if the flange is even to 1/4 inch below, use both. And so that's what we did. So we'll go ahead and put the bolts on now. We've got 2 washers. These plastic clips go on. First, they basically hold the bolts steady. Then 2 washers, and then the nut on top. The one caution in installing a toilet is to make sure that you don't crank on it till this breaks. And if you break the toilet base, it's too tight. We don't have crescent wrench with us at the moment, so we're just using vice screws, but it's really easy. That just feels pretty, look at that. Yeah, I'm super paranoid about breaking that because all it is porcelain, so yeah, I think it's good. I'm happy with that. Yay! There's our Kohler guts inside, filler and pump valve, and there's our caps. You like that?
That needs to be on first?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, we screwed that, huh?
Yeah. So, on this side here, you want basically the plastic for the cap, because the cap is going to go down on top of that. So we've got our little plastic bolt holder and our white cap, and then we're going to do our washer over that, and then our nut. All right, so get that snug. That's probably good as it is. And then this cap just snaps on. All right, so that's the bottom of the toilet. We're going to put these 3 in, and then put this one is going here, and then the other 2 there. Okay. We're going to do the washer and the nut together. Got to find that bolt, press it down from the inside. So I've got something to anchor to. And we're just going to start all three first. And so this is so tilty back to front that I want to tighten up the back bolt here. Now we can go ahead and start tightening the front screws. That's pretty good. Love it. And so these two go to the seat. These two go underneath these holes right here on the top of the toilet. They're gonna go from this direction onto these bolts right here. There we go. To washer in there first. Killer.
They turned me to throw away.
Yeah.
Yep, there.
Yep. Hold that from underneath and just screw it in from the top. Okay, look. Put these little guys on. So these just go on, fit in the holes right there. It's kind of like a cushion for the seat. Jelly. Soft close. Nice. After it's all tight, just snap those down. Good. All right, all that's left is to connect our water line.
This is the old PEX, which we've depressurized by opening up our hose line. So, but first I'm going to just use this 12-inch braided. It says, yeah, 7/8 to 3/8. So we've got that. And this is the valve, which will connect at the bottom of the PEX. So it's gonna look something like that, all done. But first, I'm just gonna screw this on, get this in place so I can have a measurement. And I'm gonna give myself a little bit of flex in this braided line so I'm not cutting myself too short, and make a snip. Alright, so now we're going to put this valve on. I've got these cinch PEX connectors, and first just going to pop that down. I'm going to turn my line off. Alright, so I have a little bit, maybe about an 1/8 inch of PEX exposed. And then this is my valve, which I can rotate after I've cinched this down, but now I'm just going to take my ratcheting tool and, whoops, not do that. Make sure that's all good. And clamp it down. Then give it a look, make sure nothing moved on you. Looks good. To kind of hold the PEX so I'm not twisting anything else but that fitting. Here's that. And then unscrew this because we're not going to do a compression fitting here. We don't need these pieces. We're just going to use this, and you can see it's got a little gasket, so you'll be fine. Alright, tight but not too tight. And we should be good to go ahead and turn our water back on and test for any leaks here. Alright, so we turned the water pressure back on. We've got our valve off right now. And it looks like all these connections are good. We're just gonna now connect or turn the water on so the rest of the toilet tank starts filling. I'll just do a check and pay attention. Make sure that there's no spots where the water might be leaking. Here. Oh, and we got a leak.
Where's the leak?
Right, so where did this come out? Yeah, it came out from the side of the tank. Huh. So the tank needs to be tightened down a little bit. All right. That's why you give everything a test run before you use it. All right, this is attempt number 2. I think the first time our tank was a little bit loose. Keep an eye out, see if there's any more water leaking when we do flush.
All right.
Looks like that did the trick.
Hope that video helps. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.